A bird of prey has just landed. I just hate doing things in a rush. Nothing wants to connect. It's back. And I'm absolutely buzzing. I mean, really buzzing. Wow, wow, wow. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm out and about back into the Peak District again, and today I've come to check out a brand new hide. This hide is called Cloud Wildlife Hides and it's run by a lovely gentleman called Ollie, and today I decided to book in with Ollie and come and spend a day here. Now this is going to be a long day today because this morning I'm going to be photographing around this area that you can see here behind me, and obviously some areas to the side of the camera that you can't see at the moment. And then tonight I'm going to be coming back later on, just before dusk, to hopefully, fingers crossed, it's looking very positive, that I'll be back to photograph something very special around dusk. So you've got to make sure that you stay till the end of the video to find out what that will be. So let's go and check this out, and let me show you around a little bit, see what you think. Right, so let's show you some of the areas that we've got around here. So, as you can see behind me, there's a variety of different perches that can be used. Absolutely loads. But first of all, let's just spin the camera around and I'll show you the hides. So you've got two hides up here. You've got this one here on the right, which is, you could get 2 men in there, or 2 people, with no problem whatsoever. And it has various of openings, the 2 at the front, some at the sides, and then obviously it's got one at the rear as well, because further out in the distance in the field behind, just over there, there's a stump that is coming out of the ground with a bit of food on there for hopefully some birds of prey to come in. So you've also got this other hide here to the left, which is a single man hide, slightly further back because it's good if you've got a longer lens. You know, I'm working on a 400 on mine, and if you've got anything like a 500 or a 600 plus, then you know that's a perfect location for you to just be a little bit further back, so you get the same opportunities of being also in the close-up as well. So as you can probably see, I've got my 400 sticking out of this window at the moment, and already, even while setting up, I've already had loads of birds coming down, and even standing here now, they're starting to come down as well. So let's just show you some of the props, and all this is interchangeable. So you've got various of trees, stumps, you've got walls effects, so you get many birds sitting on top of the walls. You've got this nice bit of log here, again that's interchangeable, you can take that off, and Ollie's got some various different ones that you can attach just bobbing around. Again, you've also got your natural farm walls as well, as you can see, you can use them. You've got a stump that's just up here, which has got like an old kind of, I don't know, like an old kind of gate stump. So it's got like your barbed wires on there, which will look quite nice. You've got nice, lovely soft backgrounds. I mean, when you sit further back and you're working on a 2.8 like I am, then the background should be lovely and soft. Again, we've got some logs over here, which will hopefully get the woodpeckers onto. And obviously this one here as well. They're just perfect for anything coming down and landing on. Again, as you can see, you've got all your bramble, you've got all your trees as well, which is where they're all sat waiting for me to probably get in the hide now. And so they can come down. Now everything's been filled up, all the feeders, and you know, all the peanuts and suet, and hopefully they'll all come down to enjoy. One thing we have put as well, there's another one I didn't show you. Obviously you've got your 2 feeders here. Right, just to the right hand side here, there's a nice lovely stake that comes out of the ground, and you can attach anything you want on there. So Ollie's given me some blossom that he's found this morning, which I think would look really nice, especially if you get anything like your blue tits or anything like I don't know, bullfinches, anything that'll sit on there. I think they would look lovely with that nice bit of white blossom going on. So I think what I'm going to go and do now is go and get myself in the hide and I'll set up and let's see what comes down. I've already had the J, so hopefully that'll be back soon. So it's just going to be a case of sitting now and waiting. So yeah, stick with me and come along and see what I see. So I've only been in the hide for 5 minutes and I've already got a spotted woodpecker that's come on the tree trunk that I showed you in the distance. It's sat just having a go at it at the moment. The backgrounds that you get from this, especially when you're working, I mean I'm on F4 at the moment, even with that you're getting a nice lovely soft background. So the bokeh is brilliant. Ollie's really thought about where he's put his props and where's best to photograph as well. It's kind of playing hide and seek with me at the moment, this woodpecker. Keeps going around the side where I can't photograph. But it does keep going up, higher and higher, up the post. But it's a stunning bird. Its red markings that it's got are just popping off the background and off the woods. It's absolutely gorgeous. So the one thing I do like about this hide is that you are literally sat. I mean, the camera won't show it as much because it picks up very little, all the little light that comes through the hatch here. But you are pretty much in darkness in here, which is really good. I like the thought of doing that. One, it's good for the birds out there because they don't see you moving around in here. And two, I find it better that it's darker inside so that you focus through the scrim netting to the lighter area outside. Because I find that some hides that are quite light inside, you know, once you've got scrim netting up and stuff, it's like your eyes are trying to fight between the outside and the brightness on the inside. So with this setup, this is something that I would really like to see in most hides, to be honest. But everybody to themselves, obviously. But that's just my opinions. So one thing that Ollie has put is where I've got my lens going out here through the side of the hide. Even though you're going through scrim netting, he's also got like a little perspex, tinted perspex, that you can slide in to either side of your lens. So that makes it even more that the birds on the outside aren't going to see you on the inside moving around too much. So I'm just monitoring through this one side window at the moment, picking up all the various woodland birds that are turning up. I've had the robins, I've had blue tits, I've had goldcrests, no, not goldcrest, sorry, goldfinches. I've had your woodpecker. I've had a long-tailed tit that I've also seen as well. That was quite jumpy at the time. That came and was quickly off again, so I didn't manage to get a picture of that. But things are starting to slowly pick up because it is still early, and you know, things will hopefully get a lot better as the day goes on. So I've also got, I don't know if you can see it, just over there, this kind of area here where my hand is, over there, that corner. There's another hatch that's open, and what Ollie's done with it is he's got a big tube that goes from that hatch all the way out, so that if any birds of prey turn up on the post behind in the field, you can move over to that hatch and put your camera into the tube, and it won't disturb the birds of prey or anything that's out there, which I think is a really good idea, because that's the one thing that happens when you're trying to put your camera to a new hatch and you're trying to put it through the scrim netting without causing as little disturbance as possible. You're guaranteed that it's gone. Slightest movement and it's gone. So it's just a case of today just keeping, I want to scroll up there and just keep having a nosy and see if anything lands. But at the moment in time, I'm just waiting for some more woodland birds to turn up so that we can catch some more footage, some more images. Because what's good about today is that even though it's overcast, which is good for wildlife photography, because you don't get them harsh lights as the day goes on, but it's an overcast that's really nice and light. It's not a dark, dingy sort of day. So the colours and all the backgrounds are looking really good at the moment. Oh, I think I've just seen a black cap. Yeah, look like a black cap. I've just gone into the edges. So yeah, keep with me. Let's see what else we can find. So I've had quite a variety of birds coming this morning. I'm currently just monitoring the lesser redpoll. Now they seem to be coming to the feeder just in front of me, but I've not actually had them sitting on any of the nice perches at the moment, where I would like to get some pictures of them just away from the feeder, really. I've had plenty of blue tits come down, grey tits, the robin, the pheasants. I've heard the wren, but I haven't seen it yet. I've had dunnocks. There's a willow warbler that I've been hearing as well, down the side here. But that's not come to the feeders as yet, or any of the perches. The woodpecker, that's been back into a few times. And I've also had the jays as well. Now I have watched the jays that they seem to come to one of the perches just at the front here. And then this morning they were flying to the tree just behind it. So then, if you was lucky enough, which I didn't realise it was going to come straight back at us. They were sitting in the tree and then flying back to that pole, just here in the middle. So I'm hoping when they do come back at some point today, that maybe they might do that routine again. And you never know, I might be able to get some images in flight with the jays. But they do come and go, and at the moment there's quite a few gaps in between them coming and going, the jays. And same with the woodpecker. Now Ollie has been back, just to provide me with some more peanuts to use on the poles and the stumps out there. And as you might be able to hear it, you might not, I can't tell on your mic, but the wind's starting to pick up a little bit as well this afternoon. So that may affect it, it may not, I don't know. We shall see how that goes. But yeah, Ollie come back with some peanuts and he mentioned to me that he'd heard the tawny owl. So you never know, might get to see that at some point. But what I'll do is I'll show you some photos and I'll show you some footage that I have got up to now. And let's see what else arrives this afternoon. Because what I will be doing at some point is I will be leaving the hide. Because obviously I don't live too far from here. So I'll be leaving the hide, nipping home. Probably get myself some tea or something. And then I'll be coming back later on to hopefully see an amazing bird. So you need to keep watching till the end, like I keep saying, you've got to keep watching till the end. And we'll keep that as a surprise. Right, let's see what else we can get. The robin's just come back actually. He's just sat on top of one of these stumps. You're guaranteed you can always get a good picture of a robin, no matter where you go. And they can always pose as well for you. Right. Let's see what else we can get. I'll keep you posted. So I've just been out just to fill up some of the peanuts. And while I was there, I thought I'd have a look at maybe changing a couple of things around a little bit. So where I've got the bird feeder just in front of me, I had some nice blossom that was hanging up on one of the poles. And because the background is so contrasty, it wasn't for focusing my camera to pick the blossom up, which was a shame really, because at one point I did have a bird that was sat in it. So what I've done is I did just a little bit of a change. So Ollie's got a bucket where he's got a big pole, a big piece of wood that's got plenty of holes in it, so you can attach different things to it. And while I was looking around, I picked up on this nice long shaped big branch. It's got nice bits of green moss on it. And what I've done is I've put that onto this pole, and then I've put the blossom just behind it. And as soon as I come back in, one of the red poles was meant to check it out. One of the first birds out of the bushes was the red pole, and I think it'd be a great one for him because it leads the twig, well, the branch itself actually leads off towards the feeder. So I'm going to keep an eye on that now and see if we can get some more interest to it, because I think it would make a great object, obviously, for him to sit on, and focusing is not then going to be fighting too much with that lovely white blossom. So it's just a case of waiting now, see if we can get some more activity to it. Like I said, the red pole walked down it, and then went onto the feeder. And that's what I'm looking for, really. I want them to land on there first, before they start to head to the feeder itself for the seed. So let's see what happens. We've had one down. And you know, it's like curiosity kills the cat and all that lot. I think that's what will happen here with the birds. So yeah, definitely plenty of jay activity. Got a couple of shots. Got some where the wind has just blown the feathers up on its back, because it did pick up a little bit before, and that looked quite different. And the woodpecker's been back quite a few times as well. That keeps coming and going. You kind of listen for that first. You start hearing it shout, and then not long after, it lands on the large tree stump that's out in the middle. So I've got a silkin on the feeder at the moment. I don't mind taking pictures on the feeder, but it's not the same as having them on a natural sort of perch. So, like I say, it's just a waiting game now, just to see if they start using this new one that I've put up. And with the light's quite reasonable at the moment. I mean, we've gone midday, because it's quite overcast. It's not casting any harsh shadows, so I can't grumble at that at all today. So yeah, let's see what lands on it. Just one thing with this hide that you've got to keep trying as well, and also checking, is remember me telling you earlier about the stump in the field behind. You've got to remember that while you're still watching through this window, you need to make sure you keep an eye on that one. Touch wood, at the moment, nothing's been on it, but anything can happen. Sometimes when the birds go quiet here, you tend to know that there's a bird of prey of some sort hanging around. So sometimes it's always worth just checking behind, just to see if anything has landed on that bit of food that's out there for them. But nothing as yet. So I'll keep listening. Oh, what a moment, what a moment. I was just talking to you guys on here about making sure you watch when you hear the buzzard, and I stuck my head down through the porthole here, and it sat on the prey that had been left on the top of the pole for it. The picture I've got is on the back end of it. It was facing completely the wrong direction for me. I'll just put my camera on to record a little bit of footage. I went to grab you, to bring you along as well. I turn around and it's gone, but it's not taking the food with it. So I'm hoping it's going to come back. Please, it's got to come back. I'm not leaving until that comes back. Even with my 400mm on, that was not too bad of an image. Just a shame it was facing the wrong way. You can't win them all, can you? You really can't. So I think for now I'm leaving my camera here, and I'm hoping that it has just gone and sat in one of the trees around the edge, and then it'll come back. I wish I'd looked a little bit sooner. Gutted. Right, I'm in two minds what to do. I really am. I wish Canon made a 1.4 option inside their lens. I really do. I'm in two minds whether to go from a 400, put my 1.4 on, which will give me 560, something like that. Or am I going to take my camera off and it's going to come back? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to put 1.4 on. I might even consider putting a 2x on. Yeah, right, let's do it. I need to do it before it comes back. All the things we do for photography, eh? Just hoping don't come back in the meantime. Because I'm not sure. I can't quite make out if it's sat in the tree over there. I can't quite tell. Right, let's do it. It's got to be done. I can hear the owl. That's just hooted away. So that's around as well. Don't you just hate doing things in a rush? Nothing wants to connect straight away. Oh, come on. The excitement is building. The excitement is building. Let's just hope I'm not let down now that it don't come back. Which would be typical. Absolutely typical. Right, stick with me. And let's see if it comes back. And if it does, I'll be back on. If it doesn't, you'll see a disappointed face. Oh. It's back. I made sure I got photographs first before I spoke to you lot. But what an absolute beauty this one is. Oh, it's just sitting there. This time, not with his bum towards me, which is the main thing. Oh. What an absolute beauty he is. Or even she. I'd have to check. But I'm going to grab you some footage on the camera so you can see for yourself. Stunning. Absolutely stunning bird. Oh. I tell you now, I was ready for just giving up hope, because obviously I've got to leave at some point today to go and freshen up and then come back for an evening session. But wow. Wow. Amazing. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. I'll tell you what, let's bring you over here. I don't have to break my neck trying to look. Wow. What an absolute beauty. I am so glad it come back. Because the other day I went out over to the hide in Yorkshire and I was hoping so much to photograph buzzards. But today, up at Cloudy Wildlife Hide, it's paid off. Been well worth the wait. Absolutely worth the wait. You know, when you get that face, and they always say you've got a face like a Cheshire Cat, or a smile like a Cheshire Cat. That's what I've got now. He's literally just sat there, eating away. Oh. Yes. Yes. Super happy, super happy. I'm glad it come back, especially after the first time. Oh, I would have been gutted if it didn't. So it's been well worth the wait. Absolutely has been well worth the wait. Super happy. Super happy. Wow. I think there was a second one. Wow. Don't know what happened then. But I think there was a second buzzard. I'd have to watch the footage back on here. I was recording it in here. And I don't know what come in, but whatever it was, grabbed the second one and it flew off. Now I'm not sure whether This is a different one. This looks slightly bigger. It's just getting better and better, this. Wow. Actually, no, it's not. It's not a second one. I think it's getting buzzed by the crows. One's just come and had another go at it now, and it looked like a crow. It looked like it was more pure black. Ah. I will have to go back and look at the recordings. Wow. It's all happening. It's all happening. God, I love wildlife. So excited. Can't get any better than this. You really can't. Oh. I've photographed many buzzards when they've been flying above your head. I can say I've never caught one like this one today in front of me. Oh. And the thing is though, is the day's not over yet either. So once this buzzard's finished and it's left, that's my cue to leave. Only because I've got something on again this evening. So not just one exciting thing today. There should be two exciting things happening today. Oh, I'm just made up. I am. And tonight we'll just put the complete icing on the top of the cake, as they say. Oh, amazing, amazing. I hope you guys really do like this video when I do release it. Wow. Wow. I can't say any more. I really can't. This is just perfect. Perfect. So the buzzard's left, and I think when the buzzard leave, that may be my cue to now move. I'm going to have a quick look around first, just to make sure that it's not still in the area, because I don't want to spook it and then it doesn't come back again to the area. So I'm going to pack my stuff up now, my camera. I'm going to make sure, oh hang on, maybe not. It's actually sat in the trees at the moment. I can see that from here. Right, I think what I'm going to do is monitor this buzzard, and then I'm going to move off and I'm going to be back later. So I need to go off now, grab some tea, and then I'm going to come back about 7 o'clock to the hide for the evening's entertainment. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. If it's anything like the day, then the night time will be just perfect. Perfect. Right. Shall see you later on. And in the meantime, enjoy some footage and some of my images. Welcome back. It's now about 10 to 8 in the evening, and I've turned up to the hide again, and I'm here now to photograph a fantastic bird. As you all know, I like my owls, and Ollie has a regular visitor from a tawny owl. Now when I turned back up, he gave me a shout to come and look at the back of his camera when I arrived. And after I'd left earlier, he came up obviously just to make sure everything was secure, and obviously to make sure all the windows were shut, which I did. I always do when I leave. But when he was on his way back down, and he always carries his camera with him when he comes up with me and walks back down again, he's always got his camera on his back. He spotted the tawny owl in a tree, just for a glimpse, but he managed to get a shot of it. And it looks an absolute stunner. It really does. So I know I'm early at the hide at the moment, but we've come up and Ollie has put some quail out on one of the perches here at the rear of the hide, in a sort of similar direction to where I was photographing the buzzard, but just a little bit closer. We've got a couple of lights which are attached to the back of the hide here, which is hooked up to a battery, and they will last all night. He told me that they'll last all the way through the night. So all it's a case of doing now is sitting and waiting. I've set my camera up and just briefly set it to, let's have a look what my settings are. So I set it up to an 80th of a second. On a little bit of advice from Ollie, who photographs this bird quite regular from his hide. He works at an f4. Now I can get mine down to an f2.8. So I'm starting off at an 80th of a second. It might be too much. I can also drop that back down. But until it actually starts going dark outside completely, I'm not going to be able to give you any more information, unfortunately, on them particular settings. So I've just got myself at a starting point. Now I will show you what we are looking at. Let me get the information off my board for you. Let me just see if I can show you the back of my camera. So I don't know if you can see that. So we've got the top of the perch just here, and obviously the quail is sat there on the top. I have got an option of being slightly to the right of where that perch is, where there is another branch. There's nothing on that branch, but speaking to Ollie, the perch where the quail is at the moment, that is its regular place for coming and sitting there and posing for a bit. He has said that the nice sort of arch-shaped branch which is next to it, he's never yet seen anyone take a photograph on it. So I've got a challenge tonight. So hopefully, you never know, it might be kind to me. So it is just a case of a waiting game. I won't be doing much video once it starts to appear, because I have no glass on this hide whatsoever. So any small bit of sound and it'll be off, and we don't want that. I've got a torch in hand, which is what's lighting the hide up at the moment, because if I turn that off, as you can see, it's dark compared to just the little bit of light that's still coming in through the hole where my camera lens is. So the torch is coming in handy just for me to do a bit of videoing. So what I'll do is, I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit now. Like I say, I am a bit early. I think last couple of nights it's been turning up around 9:15. Some nights it's been 9:15, 9:30. So it can be any time really. So you never know. With it being a little bit of a duller night, it might turn out a little bit earlier. We've also got the fact that it keeps trying to rain, so we're hoping that will not dampen our hopes on seeing the tawny owl tonight. But yeah, so stick with me and let's see what we get, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you some images and footage if I can't come back and talk to you again beforehand. So I'm going to keep my voice down a little bit now.
to turn up quite early. I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update. So, it's not arrived as yet, and I haven't heard it. But I just thought I'd let you know the kind of settings that I'm going to be looking at. So at the moment I've got myself down to 150 per second, and I'm working on 2.8. And my ISO is at 6400 at the moment. I mean, that could change. You never know. The owl's not too far. I've just heard it hooting. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to keep myself really, really quiet. And hopefully, it will come down. I'll try and make the movement in the hide very minimal, so they don't get no noise whatsoever. I mean, I know it's quite windy out, and it does look like it's still trying to rain as well. But I think this owl might be used to the slight noises that you get from this hide, from all the scrim netting and things like that. So yeah, fingers crossed that it arrives soon. Now I don't know what the video footage is going to be like from my camera. I can't say that I've ever videoed in the dark with it. So basically it's all going to be trial and error. But fingers crossed, I'll get you some footage. If I don't, then there'll be definitely plenty of images for you. Right. I'm going to put you away now, and I'll come back to you if there's any updates. So I'll speak to you soon. Well, it's 10 to 10, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I mean, really buzzing. Tony Owl just bent down. I got hopefully some fantastic images. Footage might have been a little bit too close, but oh my god, what a sight. Absolutely buzzing. I am so made up. With the wind that was going on and the rain starting, I thought I'd probably have no chance whatsoever tonight. But wow, absolutely fantastic. Right, I'll talk to you in a bit, because it may come back yet. It's flown off at the moment with a piece of the quail in its mouth, but I'm sure it'll be back for some more. So stick with me, and I'll speak to you soon.
wow, 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 wow. That has just topped the day off. Seeing that lovely tawny owl coming in, sitting on that perch. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love my owls. You know, you show me any owl and I can be interested in it. You know, any bird of prey, I love it. To be honest, I like anything to do with wildlife at all, you know. But owls, they've always been my favourite. They really have. So seeing that owl coming tonight, brilliant, brilliant. I just hope that my images have done them justice, for sure. Well, what can I say about the whole day? From start to finish, it's been amazing, absolutely amazing. I would advise anybody out there to go and check out Cloud Wildlife Hide Facebook page. Come this morning and I photographed jays, woodpeckers, redpolls, grey tits, blue tits, robins, absolutely all sorts. Even listening to the Merlin app, some birds that I haven't been able to see today because I've probably been a little bit further in. You know, you've got your willow warblers, you've got your wrens. There was literally a massive listful of sounds that it was picking up from just outside this one side of the hide. And then this afternoon, oh, the buzzard. What can I say? When I first come to that window and I saw it was sat there with its back to me and then it flew off before I could properly get my camera out. Oh, I was gutted. I was so gutted. But the waiting, the 2-hour wait, paid off. It really paid off. Just sitting there and waiting for it. And then if you watch the footage, you can see the crows coming in and diving in at it as well. Wow, brilliant. And then the evening, well, what can you say about the evening? That just really has topped the day off. It's gone from this to up here today. It really has. Well, how can I finish that off? I don't think I can. I think you've got everything from me today. It's been a really long day, but it's been absolutely worth it. So make sure you go and check out Cloud Wildlife Hides. If you want to just come and do the woodland birds and have a morning here, or you want to do the woodland birds and stay for the buzzard when it arrives, because it can come at any time, as you know. Or you want to do the woodland birds, the buzzard, and the tawny owl in the evening. Make a full day of it. Do what I did. You can come and go from the hide. It's not a problem. If you're not local, there's plenty of places where you can nip off and go and get yourself something to eat, a drink, a coffee, whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm quite lucky. I'm only about a 20-minute drive from here. So it's very local for me. So yeah, check it out. Go and speak to Ollie. Get yourself booked in. And trust me, you will not be disappointed. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed this video and I've not rambled on too much along the way, please give it a thumbs up. And what I've noticed that there's about 50% of you, maybe slightly less, that aren't subscribed to my channel, but you watch my videos every week when I release one. Please do also give it a subscribe. I really do appreciate everyone that subscribes to me. You know, my confidence is getting better and better making these videos, so I'm hoping that they get better and better for you to watch as well. So please do subscribe and give it a share. Please give it a share. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, please, you know, give my my video a share. There is a link just normally below here somewhere that says share on it. Or if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram and you see my post, you know, sometimes I put it on a story, sometimes I actually put it on the feed itself. You can also hit share on that. And if you've enjoyed it, tell people that you've enjoyed it. You know, it really, really does make a massive difference. And, you know, really builds my confidence up as well. Because I'm starting to really enjoy doing these. And if you really would like what's the word? If you really appreciate what I do and you would like to help out a little bit, why not buy me a coffee? I have a buy me a coffee webpage, which is here. You can buy 1, 2, 3, 4 subscription, whatever you want to do. but every little bit helps. You know, I can go out, like I said, in the afternoon here, I can go and get a coffee, or if I'm out and about on another location, I can grab a drink. Or it can also help towards maybe a little bit of car parking fee for me to pay, so that I can continue bringing videos to you guys as well. You know, the options there. You know, again, thank you very much to everyone that has bought me a coffee. I really do appreciate it, and the money has been used well when I've been out on location making these videos for you. So really, I don't have anything else to say other than thank you for watching, and from the wonderful, amazing day at Cloud Wildlife Hides. Bye for now, and I'll see you on the next adventure.